I'm excited for this video. Like, y'all, I hope y'all are ready. What is up, everybody? My name is Kori Maria, and I'm back at it again with another video. And in today's video, I'm going to be showing you guys my admissions file from the University of Michigan. Ultimately, I'm going to be showing you guys how I got into the University of Michigan. This process is literally almost 2 months in the making. I contacted the FERPA office back in January. They got back to me mid-February, and I was able to set up an appointment that happened on Friday, March 5th. And they were able to show me my admissions file and what each evaluator said about me, which ultimately determined my fate on whether or not I got into the university, which, as you all know, I did. During that appointment, I was given 25 minutes to review my admissions file. I wasn't able to take any videos, any pictures. I was only able to handwrite the notes that they showed me on the screen. It was pretty interesting, to say the least. I didn't know some of the things that were in my common application made as big of a difference as they did, but they did, and I'm just happy that it all worked out, y'all. But let's get right into it. If y'all see me looking down, I'm gonna be looking at this notebook. This is where all of my notes are. The very first section in my admissions file was personal information, which included my address, high school information. It also included my high school GPA, which was a 3.9, and this was unweighted. My high school rank was unavailable. We don't have rankings in my high school, so I knew that that wasn't going to be available. And then they went into my academic test. I sent in the ACT, so they broke down my scores. In English, I got a 33. In math, I got a 31. In reading, I got a 25. And in science, I got a 24. Now, they didn't really count my essay, but I still did take the essay portion of the ACT, and it was sent into the University of Michigan, which is something I didn't even know until I read this file. But my essay score was a 19. It wasn't my best work because I already knew that year UMich really wasn't counting the writing towards my admission. The next section we're going to move into is the overall comments. I had 3 evaluators who were looking at my application, and each of them had separate comments that they wrote. So my first evaluator said, although ACT score is not competitive to other students, the student had good grades, all A's and 1 B, took rigorous classes at a good high school, participated in an engineering program on campus, has the potential to be successful, recommend bridge program due to ACT score. The overall score that this evaluator gave me was a 4. The scale that evaluators use to assess applicants is from 1 to 15, 1 being the best and 15 being just not good at all. So in this case, I was given a 4 by this evaluator. So my second evaluator made the following comments: 3.9 GPA, 28 ACT, 31 math, not strongest rigor with 4 APs total, 5 self-reported, but solid student, has solid involvement with a leadership role. Applicant has multiple hooks and attended an engineering program at Perhaps not the most rigorous scheduled, but test score, GPA, and hooks support HA rating. That student would add diversity to the class. It's a given that I'm going to add diversity to the class. You know, I'm a minority. It was used to my advantage, but it wasn't the sole reason why I got into the university. Just want to make that very clear, because I know some people will speak about affirmative action. Sure enough, that is a thing, but it wasn't the reason why I got into this specific university. I just want to make myself clear in saying that. But the overall rating that this person gave me was a 3. The third evaluator only made an overall comment. She didn't comment on any other section because it was explained to me that she basically said everything that she needed to say in the first area. That's why the third evaluator did not comment past the overall comment section. So moving on to my third evaluator, who said the following: 3.9, 28 ACT, 31 math with 4 honor and 4 AP with algebra and Spanish in middle school, has AP chemistry and AP calc in physics, leadership in high school, works part-time, participated in DAPSAP, sparked interest in engineering, very passionate. In case y'all don't know, DAPSAP is the Detroit area pre-college engineering program. It's a K-12 program for those in the Metro Detroit or Detroit area to be exposed in the field of engineering. It's a really awesome program. It's the program that ultimately sparked my interest in engineering. And then she went on to say low SES, which means low income, and then SPH, which is a single parent household. And then she said, I have met Kori on more than one occasion, and she loves Michigan and loves Michigan engineering. She will be a great addition. I support admit. And this evaluator gave me a 3. This specific evaluator was assigned to my high school. She came to my high school on multiple occasions. She was able to get to know the U of M applicants in that way, but I also think that she knows my sister, who was applying to UM a few years prior as well, because they also had some conversations. These admissions advisors do remember you if you make that effort to get to know them, to form a relationship with them, to express your interest to them. It does help you in the long run. So the next section is personal background and extenuating circumstances. 2 evaluators commented on this, and both of them said, I come from a school that's in a high priority neighborhood doesn't mean that we get priority over any other school. It's just a way to label my specific high school that I went to. And then they also went on to say low SES, which just means low income. The next section is secondary school performance and educational environment. The first evaluator for this section said my academic performance is good and that my educational environment was also good. My educational environment is just where I went to school. Then she went on to list my GPA. My GPA unweighted was a 3.9. My ACT was a 28. So I took 19 plus core academic classes, which just means my core English, history, science, math classes, and they look for 16 to 20. Then she commented on the fact that in grade 12, I took 5 core classes, 3 APs. Out of the 7 honors classes that were offered at my school, I took 4. So the second evaluator said my academic performance is good and my educational environment rating is excellent. I'm going into College of Engineering. My GPA, my ACT score, he said I had 20 academic classes, 4 honors and 4 APs total. And then my senior year, I had 5 academics, 2 APs. Somebody did their math wrong. One evaluator said I had 5 academics and 3 APs. Another one said I had 5 academics and 2 APs. I think the second evaluator is correct. I believe I only had 2 APs my senior year. It's whatever. But anyways, if you're going into the College of Engineering, they really look to make sure that you have those core science and math classes. So this CCP, which is Chem, Calc, and Physics, I got the okay on. They went on to list that I had all A's in my junior year of high school. So the last section that we came to was the evaluative measures and other considerations. The first one listed few awards, many extracurricular activities, demonstrated leadership, essays okay, interested in engineering, visited campus. The second one said captain of basketball team, active in student government, active in a couple other areas in volunteer work, essay about the impact of parents' divorce. I'm not sure if he wanted to highlight that essay and say it was a good essay by mentioning it. I'm pretty sure that's what he's trying to do, but that's just me assuming. And then he said strong demonstrated interest essay, student attended DAPSEP. So my 2 recommendation letters from my counselor and then from one of my teachers were not able to be shown to me due to the fact that I signed away my rights on them, as well as the scores that I received on those letters. I do know that those 2 individuals wrote pretty good recommendation letters about me, so I know that that also helped me as well. So yeah, that was my admissions file. That's really what they looked at when considering me. I can't really say anything shocked me in that admissions file. It was really interesting to see like what evaluators said about me, what they liked about me, what wasn't so strong about my application. They were very thorough. This was a fair review of my application. I respect it. It was very honest. The reason why I'm even putting this video out is because I want you guys to use this to your advantage. Take this as a learning lesson. Learn from me as far as what to do in your application, what helps, what doesn't necessarily help. Some key things that helped me were the fact that I was in a pre-college engineering program that took me to campus, so I was able to visit a few times in my life, and I was able to visit the College of Engineering, which is where my passion for engineering was sparked. I was also in a lot of extracurricular activities, even though I wasn't as distinguished, wasn't a National Merit Scholar or anything like that. I was involved, and I had a pretty good GPA, which helped me kind of defend my ACT score. And my ACT score wasn't even terrible. Like, that was pretty good to me. But apparently they saw it as not as competitive as other students, which is understandable. Like, the average ACT score for UMich is either like 30 or 32. So I understand that they recommended bridge program to me. I did actually go through a form of a bridge program, not necessarily the official bridge program. I went through a program called MSTEM, which is pretty much a bridge program for STEM students. One of the evaluators said that my essay was okay, and then another one said that they particularly liked the personal essay. He also said that I had a strong demonstrated interest essays. And if you guys are interested in reading any of my essays that I submitted to the University of Michigan, I have them linked down below. So as y'all can see, having pretty strong essays were another critical factor. Having those leadership roles are just very, very important, because at UM we're known as the leaders and best. So being in as many leadership positions as you can possibly think of will be very helpful to you when evaluators look at your file. And expressing your passion for engineering in your file, in your essays, is just another key aspect in making room for yourself at the university. I didn't have competitive academics. I only took 4 to 5 APs. It wasn't competitive compared to other students who applied to the University of Michigan. But what I lacked in academics, I made up in extracurriculars. I made up in the fact that I had visited UM campus. I had known a bit about UM campus. I knew one of the evaluators who looked at my application. Those things help more than you would expect them to. They played a very big role in helping me get into the University of Michigan. But yeah, I didn't want to make that that video long and drawn out. For those of you who are looking into applying to the university, use this as a resource. Like leadership roles, volunteer work, extracurriculars are important. They matter. Your essays matter. That's why I've linked mine below so that you can check them out. Your passion matters. You have to be able to convey your passion to these evaluators, because to them you're literally just a piece of paper. Let your words speak to these evaluators, speak to these admissions advisors, and let them know just how bad you want to be here, because it all pays off in the end. It does. But yeah, I don't want to make this video too long and drawn out, so we're gonna go ahead and wrap it up here. I hope y'all found this video helpful. Thank you guys so much for your unwavering love and support on my videos. I really do appreciate each and every one of y'all. With that being said, if you made it to the end of this video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Hit the subscribe button down below, and I will see y'all in the next video.